James Kaufman, World News Report today, introducing the massive SBX-1, which took over for HAARP 20 years ago. One of the world's most imposing vessels, looks even more so with a major feature missing. Sea-based X-band radar, or SBX-1, the Missile Defense Agency's massive floating X-band radar system, gives straight-up Death Star vibes with its huge golf ball-looking white dome removed and its massive turret array sitting stout like a super weapon of the Empire atop its deck. SBX-1 is the largest seagoing radar on the planet. Now, they want you to think it's only a radar, but we're going to find out that it transmits and receives. Here you see it being worked on in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, although its home port is supposed to be Adak Island in Alaska. What draws attention, even among locals who are used to seeing the bizarre-looking engineering marvel jutting up out of Pearl Harbor, is its centerpiece radar being exposed to the elements, which is a very rare occurrence. It's the first time they've removed the dome since it was actually created. In fact, experts say that this is the first time the dome has been collapsed since it went into operation about 20 years ago. It reached the end of its life cycle, and they are replacing it currently. It's hard to imagine that the once experimental SBX-1 is now over 20 years old. It was built by the Missile Defense Agency to provide precise telemetry on launched ballistic missiles all the way through their warhead separation. Or at least that's what they say. But they even admit in this article that it transmits as well as receives information. Its ability to discern decoys from actual warheads is a key capability it provides to the Missile Defense Agency's patchwork of network sensors that work together to detect and help engage incoming ballistic missiles. Even though they want you to think the SBX-1 is only for defensive purposes, I think we all know why it transmits as well as receives. Right here it says the massive phased array radar is made up of 45,000 transmitting and receiving modules. It requires an elaborate cooling system that circulates nearly 1,000 gallons of propylene glycol every minute. Overall, the self-propelled platform measures 389 feet by 234 feet, and its height is 279 feet. There's a crew of around 85 to 100 people during normal operations. It can operate roughly for over 2 months without resupply and has racked up several continuous deployments of over 2 years each. The platform is self-propelled, but they actually have built a boat if it needs to be moved faster, which I will show you. It was converted into whatever it is in Texas after the drilling platform itself was built in Russia, believe it or not. Here it is aboard its rapid deployment vessel that was built just for it, although again it's self-propelled, as I will show you again. Wow. Again, housing a crew of 85 to 100 people with 2 helipads. Now, we are told that the SBX remains one of a kind, but I'm sure we have many more than just one for occasions like today when it is in port being restocked or upgraded. So, ladies and gentlemen, this was the replacement for HAARP 20 years ago, and the transmitters are able to heat the ionosphere and, well, change the weather. And it can deploy anywhere around the world, i.e. on its ship or being self-propelled. God bless, folks. The SBX-1, another nightmare made by humankind or mankind. Please share, subscribe, and always remember, anything's possible. Bizarro world.